Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CCL. We were gone for a little bit, but we're back yet again. My name is Keg, and this is the wonderful and amazing Cruz. What's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing today, my dude?
I'm doing pretty good, but I'm not sure how one of our teams, UNH, is going to be feeling after what's about to happen tonight. Hopefully, though, triple raid's going to work out for everybody here, and we might be able to get out of the 3 Ditto map and move our way to maps number 4 and 5, which are going to be Moscow. But Cruz, it's not often where we get to see 3 of the same maps in a row for different points or different modes.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'm super happy about this map set. I love me some raid. Everybody who knows me knows how much I love raid. Raid hardpoint, raid search, raid control. Just give it to me. I can feast off raid all day long. And then we go to probably my second favorite map in this game right now, and that's got to be Moscow. Moscow hardpoint plays great. Moscow search and destroy, I think, is probably the best search and destroy map in this game. So if we go the distance, we're in for a fantastic map set.
Oh, absolutely. And yesterday ourselves, we casted Oklahoma and OU Crimson, and they had a really terrific time on Search and Destroy for Moscow as well. So I'm wondering if we can create that same exact magic again, but I hate to break it to you, man. We're gonna have to wait a little bit.
That, and we're gonna have to get there. Guys,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, but we are coming into this one. Sacred Heart University sitting at 0-2 right now. UNH Chargers, that's the University of New Haven, sitting at 2-0. SHU has looked rough so far, to say the least. They're sitting at a 1-6 map count. And just to take a look over at my notes really quick, it looks like they were only able to get one map win, and that was against Army West Point Black, and it was a 6-1 in search. So we might be able
Pretty
to see
good.
we might be able to see a search and destroy win out of them. You never really know, but only one player on their team really looking with a great KD in any mode right now, and that's Slim Chin with a 1.4 KD and search and destroy. So hopefully we get to see a good search out of them, and we at least get to 4 maps.
All right, looks like we know exactly who to look out for on that team, but we're not going to stop things just yet. We're going to be going straight into map number 1. Let's see what's going to happen at Raid for a hard point here. Now, Raid, of course, has always been a really interesting map way back when I was in 8th grade when the map first came out. And of course, now it's returning again for Cold War. I am so excited to see how this first point's going to go.
Yeah, and I mean raid first hill definitely going to be your probably your most scrappiest between 1 and 5. But if you, I think the most important part about raid is going to be your is going to be your control of going between maps of hill 2 and hill 4. Being able to string those 3 hills together, 2, 3, and 4, is probably the most important thing out of anything on those maps.
Well, keep in mind too, point number 1 on Raid is just so open.
It
There's so
is.
many different elevated angles to look out for on both sides, and then it leads directly to point number 2, and that's such a huge money hill as well. So it's really, like you said, it's going to be the capitalization that we have to see on one of these teams to really bring forward those rounds. And usually I find that point number 2 and 3 are usually the most back and forth.
Yeah, no, I would have to say it's more so 1 and 5 would be your back and forth hills.
Okay.
Two can be if you're not getting like a very good setup. But if you can move over and lock down that kitchen hill, you can definitely hold on to 2. And then if you can rotate 2 to 3, you can be up like 150 points heading to basketball. And man, it is rough to come back from.
Yeah, point 2 is definitely the most interesting one to see usually in hardpoint.
Yeah,
What's
I couldn't.
funny,
Oh, sorry,
what?
go ahead. I was just
No,
gonna
but
say
what's funny
I couldn't
too.
agree more.
But I think something we can agree on though is that a lot of the times on point number 1, we just see, like you said, a huge back and forth, but it's always at the very end of the point, some sort of domination from one team or another. And that might sound obvious because it's hard point, but really it's just like an ocean wave that goes over everything at times.
No, it absolutely can be. And then those points, even more so towards the end of the game, if you can really lock down point 1 on the second set of rotations, you can really use it as a good hill as well. Because you can lock the team out. If you can spawn out correctly and win all your gunfights, that you can keep them spawning out down towards that water side. And it absolutely can turn into a hill where you can still get a lot of time, even though it's a more scrappy hill.
The water side can get really annoying too. It's not a whole lot of water they to deal with, but we've seen already on Bravo stream a lot of stealthy plays that happen there. I believe it was, I don't recall the team, but I recall the player Ghosty was amazing at doing that, hiding in the water, going around the bar, and just sniping an entire 4K.
Right, and that's something new too. That's to this game because if you remember back in Black Ops 2, that water was a lot more shallow than it is this year.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
When I first played Raid and I dived into the water and I saw a swimming animation, it just blew my mind.
Yeah, that was definitely definitely a shocker for most of us this year.
But I think we're going to see a lot of shocks in this first map as well. What I'm most curious to see, though, is how Search and Destroy is going to go for Raid as well. I don't believe we've commentated Raid Search and Destroy just yet, at least between us. But given how expansive the map can be, and especially given the different elevations of the terrain, it's going to be really interesting to see how that bomb can get to point A or quite literally point B.
Yeah, I mean, I think Raid actually has to be one of the most even search and destroy maps in terms of being able to play going towards either bomb site. I think you'll find most teams try to hit A, but like I think if you can get middle map control, you can really control anything on Raid. If you get that middle map control, you can either choose go A, go B. It's about a 5-second rotate to either hill, maybe even less than that. And it's hopefully we'll get to see a great match in that or in that Raid search.
I hope so. All right, it looks like we're just about ready to get into the game now. We did have to wait a little bit longer, but we're not going to stop the raid just yet. It's going to only start storming in now. Hopefully, though, we're going to start transitioning any second. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. I think for the most part on the Bravo stream, just about every single matchup we have seen, or at least casted, has started off with raid.
On the Bravo stream?
Yeah, I feel
Not
like it.
not for me personally, maybe
No?
not for
Which one was it for you? Checkmate? I
this
bet it
is
was Checkmate.
oh man, it was checkmate. Oh, all day long. That's all
Yeah,
we've
I
been
knew it.
seeing
I
lately.
knew it.
But I will say with this one, raid, I think this might be my first raid on Bravo. My first or
Really?
second raid hardpoint on Bravo for
I've
sure.
got nothing but raid. I guess you're
I
just a
mean,
mad
you're a
luck
lucky
charm.
man. Yeah, you're a lucky man, that's for sure.
Oh man. We are going to go to a very small break though as we figure things out on our end. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. Now we're officially on raid, and it's going to be point number one. It's a bit of a back and forth, like you said, Cruz. Right away, though, we do see early control from SHU, but they have to keep an eye on it for a little bit longer. If they're not able to keep on to this point, they have... Oh. All right, well, we already won.
No.
Map number 2 is going to be... No, I'm just kidding. It looks like we are having some more technical difficulties when it comes to the in-game lobbies, but that's fine. We got an early sneak peek, and SHU went balls to the wall blazing, trying to get onto point number 1.
They definitely came out hot. That was for sure. They picked up from what we saw from that. We got to see 7 whole seconds of hard point. They got
Seconds of gameplay.
They got the 7 seconds on the clock. They got almost a clean wipe, so they looked pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get to see more of that out of SHU. They have been the team that has been struggling more going into this, so hopefully we get to see a very similar start like that. And if they can come out that hot, I did appear they had the spawns as well, so it looks like they're starting on good side. So that could definitely be a factor in as well. It sounds like our lobby is starting to load back up again, though, so hopefully we'll be able to hop back into that soon.
I sure hope so. Now, Cruz, let's pick your brain a little bit. Why is one side a good side? Why is the other not a good side?
Well, so for anybody who's new to Hardpoint, I don't know if you guys are just coming out here. Maybe you're just supporting your school right now. So Hardpoint's going to be the first team to 250, and you can get 60 seconds on a hill. But if you can really string that hill 1 and hill 2 together, it's if you can string hills 1 and hill 2 together, you can definitely get a lot of time, and it's a lot easier to do if you have the left side.
Ooh.
And
Now, what's up? Oh, I think we're good. Yeah, we made it through the barricade, though we're not going to be disconnected anymore. Now, Twitch chat did say we have to watch out for Shadow. He hasn't really put up too many numbers just yet, but the round did just start. He does try to find the frags onto Egg, but he's unable to miss the shots. No, he misses on two, but at least he's able to take control of the hard point in the beginning. He's going to be defending it now, trying to prevent anyone else from getting any more points on either side, but look at how much they're racking them up on their own team. By now, it's over quadruple the amount SHU have, but because it's so early on, it's not too late for them to take it back very quickly.
Yeah, I was definitely a little bit wrong in that early 7-second analogy that we got. It was actually UNH Chargers who do end up getting the good sides to start off, and they played it perfectly. They're able to pick up a lot of time here on this first hill. Now we start to look over towards this rotation to the second hill, which is going to be Kitchen, and they are set up there very strongly as well. They have one player inside the hill, two players off towards the top and the bottom of your mini map down at the bottom left of your screen, and it's looking like they're going to be set up for a very strong hold here on P2.
Give it a strong point number one. Now they're going to rotate the point number two. Where is the contestant at? There's not a whole lot coming from SHU. They have not even gotten close to the building just yet, Cruz. Look at how dominant UNH has been, and they are 10 times over the amount of points, and there's only 30 seconds left in the hard point.
Yeah, this is where it could get very interesting, though, because if the side of UNH Chargers can try to rotate this now and flip these spawns out with only 15 seconds left on this, if they can rotate over towards this garage hill and get this time as well, they could really blow this game open. Unfortunately for the side of SHU, it looks like Foolish has kind of lagged out of the game, so he's going to be the lone man there, but I don't think he's going to have much to say about it.
Oh no, so you're rocking a disadvantage right now if you're SHU, but that's just going to be all the more advantage for UNH to get onto the hard point, and already 3 different bodies capitalizing themselves onto the site. SHU, like we mentioned, with a deficit, are unable to get back onto the site at really much of a capacity. The only times we've been able to see them get any points was on point number 1, and now on point 2, they only got 2 points, and point number 3, still with 40 seconds left, there just hasn't been any contention.
No, and like I said, if you can really string these hills together, you can absolutely be up around 150 points. And these guys are looking to blow it out even higher as they just continue to win all of the gunfights. Look at the KDs on the other side, 3-9, 1-6, 2-8. But I mean, like you said, it is so hard to play at a disadvantage of missing a couple of key players. They're going to start to make the rotation on over again, and it's going to be UNH Chargers who should be winning this rotation battle unless Egg and Maxi have something to say about it.
And we're going to keep an eye on Mancy right now, looking around to see if he can get onto B site. He's going to be able to approach the site, but even then, Shadow's the only one really nearby to maybe contest it from up above. Although he's able to defend the point, there is one, and still Shadow. He might be able to find it, but Mancy's holding an angle up and around. Shadow tries to go for the contest. He's unable to secure the kills on either side. It's actually going to lead to a kill in reverse. BPR is able to find Mancy, and that's going to be control yet again at point number 3, and point number 4, and you have to wonder now, if SHU can bring it back. They were able to get some points. They doubled their points with Mancy, but even then, no, they're holding the line. Everyone's falling on the red team.
I would love to think that they can bring this back, but being down a 3v4 is going to be so tough as we do see the player now drop out of the lobby. So I'm not sure if they're going to keep playing this game out. At this moment, it appears like they're going to, and this is looking so rough for the side of SHU, as you're basically down a man now. Every single gunfight, trades are going to be even harder to win. It's going to be harder to win rotations because you have one less body pushing over towards those hills. This is just a situation that you never want to see any team in.
Yeah, this is a rough situation. Look how everyone on SHU is pushing. They're not pushing in unison. They're not pushing as a team. It's only Mancy capturing the site, and everybody else on SHU is kind of in a different quadrant. You do see number 2, that's going to be Egg, approaching the hard point. He's the only other teammate to do so, but already they're going to be surrounded by UNH. It's going to be BPR able to find Mancy, but even then, Zenergy and company able to take over the hard point yet again. With only 50 points remaining, it's going to take a whole lot of effort for SHU to bring it back with a man deficit, but with now only 40 points away from bringing home map number 1. Cruz, I think it's done and dusted.
This one is in a 3v4. This one's definitely done and dusted. It's hard to say. I mean, even me earlier, man. As good as I am at this game, we were playing some league play earlier. We got put in a 3v4. We weren't able to hold on to the win either. I can't even imagine how difficult this is going up against the likes of players who are actually really good, not like me and my squad. So it definitely a very tough situation here for the side of SHU Esports. We continue to look over toward going back towards P1 now, but with only 11 seconds left needed for UNH Chargers to win this game, it's looking like this one's probably done and dusted. Streaks are going to come in, only needing 5 seconds more left to go, and this is probably going to be game 1.
Yeah, this has been a rough game one coming from the side of SHU, but if you're UNH, you have had a fantastic time. Not that there was really a whole lot of paramount gunfights that came through on either side, but look at that from BPR, able to get the double kill in the replay. Fantastic showing, and the hard point secure in the name of UNH.
Yeah, I mean, they, they definitely looked really, really good. That's for sure.
Absolute insanity. So my main question, though, going back to the second, or going to search and destroy on raid is, well, do you think Foolish is going to reconnect?
I would hope so. I would
I
hope
would hope
that
so
they don't.
too.
I would hope that they don't start it without
He
Foolish
better.
back in here. Yeah, he absolutely better. We want to see a good game too, right? That's what.
Yeah. But if he doesn't, or something does happen on their end, UNH, I mean, they're already doing such a great job in terms of previous standings as a CCL. This could be a 3-0 for them tonight. So far, we didn't really get to see a three-man roster of SHU bring a lot to the table, but hopefully they can bring it home.
Yeah, hopefully they can turn it up here. We did so. I'm assuming Search and Destroy is their best mode after what we've seen from the little bit that we've looked into everything, and they definitely they've won one, they've lost one. So 1-1 in that game mode. Definitely looking better than their respawn, which I believe they're now 0-5 in. So
Oh, man. Well, on the bright side, though, a lot of the times in Hardpoint, when there are four people on both sides, we do see the slower team who does fall under, doesn't get as many points, and loses map number one. They usually do a little bit better on map number two, where it's more tactically based. Speaking of which, though, we are going to go into Search and Destroy now on the same exact map, back to Raid yet again, and we have to see maybe if there are going to be four people on each team, and whether or not they can play as tactfully as they could have had if they had four people in the beginning of map one.
yeah, and again, very unfortunate for them. And I would expect this map to be. I would expect this match to be a little bit closer. Again, Raid, one of your more even search and destroy maps, and we're going to load Raid on into this one here, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to have to wait anymore. No big long delays, and we got Foolish back. He's going to be the bomb carrier, and it looks
Thank
like we're going
God.
to see SHU taking this bomb over towards the A site, and we'll see what they can do here.
Already almost having somewhat of an attacking defensive on the site. It's going to be the bomb right next to A target, but it's not going to be quite planted into the ground just yet. But look at Egg. He might be able to find the shots on the Shadow. Now Shadow's going to be backing off really quick. It's a done and dusted round. Possibly if you find and peek yourself a little too much. But look at the rest of SHU right now. They're going to go for a stealthy play. Mentioned the swimming earlier. Egg is trying to throw for the swim, but he's unable to find any shots. He's going to be a sitting duck, quite literally, but he gets out of the water just in time. But look at where Zynergy is right now, Cruz. He has a potentially great angle on Mancy and Dr. Nair, but he has to just look a little bit more to his right.
Yeah, and so we're going to have a 2v2 still. Both teams just jarring for position right now, trying to find any information. It's going to be Mancy trying to push on in the kitchen. Shadow going to be right there to find him. So Dr. Nair now going to jump up, give his position away, and I would expect a pinch to come on in here. Able to find the first on the Shadow, expects the second behind him, but not going to be able to find the shots as he's going to drop there. And I mean, I just want to take a look really quickly. I'm looking at some of the KDs for the side of this UNH Chargers team. I may have been wrong in my prediction here of saying that this could be a close game because their S&D KDs are looking unreal right now. Zynergy sitting at a 3.0, Shadow sitting at a 1.9, BPR sitting at a 2.5. This team looks like they are just like firing on all cylinders in every mode right now.
And I love Zynergy's positioning in that last round inside bar side. Right away, he's already able to find another kill. He finds Dr. Nair right off the rip. He does get traded out, however, it's going to be Foolish down below. He's back alive. And in fact, he's almost able to find a second one, but gets traded out by BPR instead. Now, the first time in this series that we've seen a plant go down, it's going to be on A site. And now everybody from SHU has to rotate over the entirety of the map, but they all have to go down possibly against the same staircase where there's a little friend waiting at the bottom. That's going to be Shadow. He's hiding in the stairs, unable to be seen. It's going to be Egg able to find one. But no, he's not able to trade it out. I apologize. It was Shadow that was able to find Mancy, but Egg rotating around the vault needs to jump on down. The BPR's waiting for the shot. He's able to find it. UNH take round number 2.
Yeah, the craziness about that round is once they got that bomb down, they were really able to just sit there, watch every single angle out, and Zynergy opening the map up by taking out Dr. Nair up there, and it opened up so much for the round, and it almost makes it impossible to get a 2v3 there. You really need to play more as a team, double chow, and try to at least even the life count out to be able to take individual gunfights, but we saw both players there just taking individual gunfights, losing them both, and unfortunately now they're down 0-2.
But look at the bomb back in the possession of Foolish again. A minute 23 left on the clock. They're going to be going for a different bomb site this time around. We've seen so much on A before, but now it seems like SHU's focus is going on the B site. Foolish is able to get a very important pick. He takes down Shadow, but even then, there's still Zynergy on the board going 4-1. He's the big target to watch out for.
Yes, and they are starting to now move their way over towards this A site. Bomb hasn't gone down yet, but I would expect Foolish to try to plant this bomb down at some point soon here. He thought about it for a second there, and he's just going to creep away. Finally now, looking like the bomb's going to start to go down. We're going to have Relu sitting up at the top, just trying to take some shots over. So they know the player's up top. They got to expect this bomb's going to be going down soon. BPR going to be taking a flank from mid. Foolish going to be able to spot that player out, though, drop him. And now we'll see if Foolish can make a little bit of a flank play up here through money. Looks like that's what he's about to try to do.
Zynergy's been able to make this angle work so well before he finds Dr. Nair, but there's still one more right across the way. In fact, no, inside of Vault's Foolish, who falls instead. And now it's just Mancy left alive. No bomb in their possession at all. Mancy still holding on to the angles, is able to find Dr. Zynergy, and that's going to be SHU bringing it home for one round. But now they just need one more to catch up.
There we go. Zynergy coming out. Or sorry, Mancy coming out with a very good final kill cam here onto Zynergy. Picks up the last kill. A little bit of a two-piece. Nice little 1v2. Close out the round and get ready here as we get into the next. So we'll see if they can pick up a defensive win here. I definitely think offense is a little bit easier on this map, so defense is going to be very important to win those for your side.
We haven't really seen we have only seen one bomb plan go down, but when it comes to defensive wins, they've kind of been a little bit 50-50. We have seen one attacking win, but so far they've all come down to just raw gunfights and holding angles.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we're just going to get another very raw gunfight round right here as UNH Chargers very quickly going to push on to this A side. Bomb is going to get planted again. So it's going to be up to Foolish and Ig once again to try to win this in a 2 versus 4. Foolish going to be able to find the first one. And so he's going to be able to even the man count out just a little bit here. 2 versus 3, trying to take this retake.
Taking Foolish now, last one's alive. That plant's going to go down on A side. Foolish needs the push, but he's surrounded by the enemies. He's able to find one, but can he find Zynergy? No, it's someone else that takes him down. Shadow's able to find the kill, and UNH finds the trade. That's going to be 3 now for UNH.
Okay, I'm going to say something. I think from what we've seen, it looks like Foolish is a very important part of this team. He's top frag on them right now. He seems to be opening up every round and doing very well, at least for the side of SHU. So it's definitely really hurting them that they didn't have him in that map number 1.
Yeah. I was wondering, do you think that outcome could have changed had Foolish been in the game?
I mean, I'm going to go with probably a no, just from off records, but we don't fully know, obviously. Anything can really happen. But it looks like we're going to see a different hit now coming in from the side of SHU. Going to try to push over towards this B site now. We haven't seen a hit like this yet. And it's going to be Shadow once again pushing through the middle of the map. Able to find a first blood. Taking some shots now onto Foolish. But Foolish going to run right into the gun of BPR. And oh, that's a clean wipe as UNH pick up another round and go up 4-1 here.
Beautiful round yet again. Look at the rotations coming through, especially on Zynergy. He's able to find one from across the courtyard, and even then, he's about to clap up and find another. Look at those rotations. Eggs domes gets blown off. He's a cracked shell all over the staircase.
He was not ready.
He was not ready, man. He was not. Whew. But now, do you think they're ready to see if SHU can bring the comeback here? They're on the attack. They went for A site. That didn't quite work out for them. They went for B site, and that worked even less for them.
Yeah, so it's actually UNH Chargers who are on the offense at this very moment. But you're not wrong. They neither bomb site really has worked out for them too much so far. And it looks like, again, we're going to see a very fast hit towards this B site. The thing with UNH that they're doing so well right now is they're getting so much map control. It's so hard to push in when a team has this much map control. Because now you're going to see from the side of SHU, they're going to be trying to push around the left side of the map here, trying to now through this jungle, and they're just going to be running into the side of players who are set up on head glitches, waiting for them to push on in. Relu gonna get caught reloading, but Shadow was able to pick one up, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 3 for Mancy and Dr. Nair as they try to push on into this site. But once again, it's going to be so hard, especially when you're giving your position away like this. So now they know exactly where they're coming from.
Not a lot of time left on the clock. Dr. Nair is going to fall, and that's going to be another win for UNH. There's only one left for them to get match point, and SHU, now going to be on the offensive this time, needs to bring it back. Their defensive win didn't quite work out the way they had hoped, but now this is their final chance, or they're going to have to go into control, already having a 2-map deficit.
It's not looking very good at the moment. UNH just kind of look like a well-oiled machine right now. SHU, this is a must-win round. If they don't, obviously the game is over now. First team to 6, and SHU, they're going to need to take this back round by round, and that's the most important thing you can say when you got to make big comebacks like this. It's just round by round. But Foolish not going to check underneath them, not going to spot either of these players crossing, and this is what I mean by not having any map control. It doesn't look like, if you already look at UNH, they are already pushed so far past that 50-50 point of the map where they're already inside the spot for the SHU Esports, and now SHU are going to have to either push out towards this top side or come around where player number 8 BPR is set up and waiting for them on a rotation.
Look at where Shadow is right now. This is a prime and ready position for anyone to strike against SHU. It's going to be BPR with a flank. He's able to find one from behind, but even then the bomb carrier is able to trade things out. Shadow, though, is going to make the offensive here. He's going to climb all the way up. He's able to find Foolish, but no, only a few shots before he gets taken down. Though Relu's there for the trades. Will that be enough? Only one left alive before we may go to map number 3, but it's down to a 1v1. Relu holding back. He's waiting his time. He's biding everything as Dr. Nair goes to B side and May trying to get the plant down.
Yep. Bomb is going to go down here. So Dr. Nair going to have a very big one-on-one. Got to keep his team alive here in the search and destroy. He's expecting the player to be coming from Art's side. He's not going to be able to spot him out, but I believe Ryu just spotted out the player of Dr. Nair. He's going to now come through the Art side. Dr. Nair checks his left, but turns around now. So not going to spot him out. He's just going to keep trying to spot. Not going to be the case, though. Ryu going to win the 1-versus-1. Take some victory shots, and he's going to go get that bomb defuse. And that was a very clean search and destroy from the side of UNH Chargers.
Absolutely. The one time we saw SHU win a round on search and destroy, it was pretty convincing at that. But unfortunately, the micro adaptations we saw from UNH, especially the positions they chose to hold that they were taken down from in that round and they changed afterwards, have been fantastic. Look at Dr. Nair. That was a good kill.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think they played terribly. It's just, if I was to give them one thing that I really think that they need to work on in their search and destroy, it's getting map control, because that was really, really rough. You can't be giving up that much map control, because basically you're only giving yourself 25% of the map and you're giving the other team a 75% split. And when you have no map control, it's very hard to push out anywhere to find these openings and to find these picks. So if they can work on that, maybe they can work on getting their search and destroy up a little bit.
That's true. I completely agree. Plus, rushing into A and B site just did not work out for SHU in any of the rounds that they were on the offensive. Especially on A site, they were mowed down by BPR on the flank. They were mowed down by Shadow on the offensive. It just didn't work out for them. But we are going to be going to a small break as we get things set up for map number 3. It's going to be control on on Raid. So
Back to Raid.
Anywhere. Yeah, back to Raid. Back to Raid. Don't go anywhere. Same map, 3 modes in a row here. We are back to Raid Cruise, and it's on control again.
Now, the real question is are we expecting the same outcome 3 maps in a row? We're going to have to wait and find out here. It looks like Relu going to take some shots in on his teammate to start off the game, though. And then he's going to fall for himself, and it's going to be the side of UNH Chargers playing very strong defense over by this A site right now. But it's going to be the side of SHU already hopping on over towards this B site. Got a very small bit of a tick in there, but not going to be a zone all the way up yet, of course. I think that player might just be a decoy right now, as you got player number 4 and player number 1 trying to sneak on into this A site. It's going to be Mancy able to pick up 1, and now he's going to hop on into this hill, but he's going to be met by some UNH Chargers very shortly.
Mancy is surrounded by the enemies. He's able to find Zinner, he gets traded out immediately. From there, though, Shadow's going to fall as well. And sure, some members of SHU are getting closer to the site, but no one's really been able, except for Mancy, to actually get on and get any points. Foolish, though, is going to fall as well, and it's just a huge back and forth as, like you mentioned before, Cruz, the map control that UNH has brought out on Raid every single time we've been on here has been amazing, but SHU just struggled to even get a quarter of it.
Yeah, and map control, even more so than in search and destroy, is so important in control. because when you're looking at this map, it's really a 50-50 of you're always spawning in the exact same spot. So if you can't get that type of control on that side of your map, if you give up 75% of the map, you only got 25% of the space on the map to move out and try to get anywhere. But it looks like finally Mancy gonna start to get some time here. But he's gonna be able to pick up one, and then they might be able to get this first ticket. Actually gonna be able to pick up another kill here as well. He's gonna be on 3 in a row. Not going to be able to find the kill on a Shadow, but the first tick on A does come in, and now we're going to have Foolish over towards this B site. He's got some help watching over him from Dr. Nair, and both ticks are going to start going up on both these sites.
Oh, a double take going through on both sides now, but we're going to keep an eye on B. Foolish able to stay alive. Almost going to find Relu, but just not enough bullets to end his life. Relu instead is going to get the frag instead, and it's going to be A site seemingly under control for SHU, as they now already have B halfway under control. BPR, though, hiding inside the kitchen area, looking to see if anyone's nearby, but little does he know, he is again surrounded by the enemy. He's able to find Mancy, gets the double kill almost onto Egg, but it's just not quite enough as he gets tagged from behind.
Yeah, we're going to get a pinstripe kill feed there. Trades going down back and forth here. And we're going to see Foolish trying to push out through this water side. He's going to not be able to find one, but teammates going to be there for the trades. Now the issue is they're going to have to try to get one wipe here. If you can get one wipe down towards this B side, you can absolutely push on and double, triple stack the hill and really get these ticks up very quickly. They already got one in here. It's going to be Mancy, first player in for the side of SHU. He's going to be able to find one, trying to sneak on in behind Zynergy. Not going to be the case, though, as Zynergy and BPR going to pick up 2, and it's going to be very, very tough now with only 30 seconds left and only 4 lives left for the side of SHU for them to be able to pick this up.
This round went by so quickly. Shadow's able to find another one. Only 2 left alive now for SHU. They've been able to take down point A, but they still have point B to deal with, and they only have 2 bodies to do it. They're able to find Shadow. That's going to be a little helpful, but even then, SHU with only 2 left bring it down to 0 against UNH, and they win their first point. I hate to say it, out of 2 points in the entirety of this 3-map series.
I mean, hey, it's a lot harder to win control points than it is to win search and destroy points, that's for sure. So very good on them being able to pick up a point of attack here, especially on attacking, because I find defense is a little bit easier in control. I don't know about you, but from where I've been sitting, at least most of my matches that I've been watching in Cold War, it seems like offense is the harder of the two. So maybe SHU just happens to be a really good control team. They just haven't been able to pull one out yet.
I really liked how SHU went for the double take method. Having 2 different bodies on A and B, it was magnificent to see. And they eventually got A, it just made it all the more easier to, at the very least, come a little bit closer to gaining control of B. But speaking of A side, look at Relu now on the offensive, trying to find that opening pick. He finds Egg, he takes control of A for at least a third of the quadrants, but now they have to be able to get all of A. And look at that, it's going so rapidly, Cruz. Are they going to be able to take A, or is there going to be any kind of opposition?
No, if you're SHU here, you're chalking A. You need to get all bodies over towards the B site, and it looks like the side of UNH now going to be trying to push on through. There's only been 5 lives lost in this round. Make that 6 now, but there's already a tick of zone. We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left for UNH to try to push on in and get this B zone.
Zynergy, though, he's surrounded by the enemies. He might be able to find one, but those shots are going to reveal exactly where he's at. He's able to bring some shots out instead, but no, not going to find a whole lot. B site still under full control of SHU. No one's even gotten close. Shadow, though, is able to find one, but it's going to be a whole kill feed of Mancy and Foolish and Egg to find so many different bodies. They're trying to whittle away the numbers on UNH's side. UNH suffering a lot right now. All have to band together and try to defend B from the middle of the map.
That's exactly what they needed to do, and now UNH going to be getting very aggressive, going to push in through this money room, and Shadow just going to throw a stun out now, not going to be able to connect on anything with that. The tough thing for the side of SHU is they were able to get that one big wipe, but now they have to do it 2 or 3 more times to try to really hold on to this B point if they want to hold on to it.
This round has gone so much slower than it did the first time, Cruz. It's a huge back and forth in those live counters. SHU does have a very small lead with 20. Now bring it down to an even 19 on both sides. Relu, though, has been able to be on an absolute heater. He's on a 4-kill streak. And yet, even then, he's still by himself in the basketball court. No one contesting except for Dr. Nair, or maybe Dr. Dead now. But Egg down below on the staircase may be able to end this streak, and he does! He's able to find Relu, but even then, not able to be traded out immediately. It's still going to be a small baby steps closer to B.
What SHU did so great there was they lost total control of their spawn, and instead of trying to fight back in through their spawn, they just decided they were going to give it up, go on the overextension through middle map, come back through, get a pinch going, and they were able to clean out their spawn quite a bit there. But now once again, with only 40 seconds left, it looks like UNH going to try to get aggressive going in through the spawn once again of the side of SHU. They're able to pick up 2. Egg's going to get spotted out by Shadow, but nothing's going to come of it. Egg gonna pick up another big kill there as the defense continues to hold strong for SHU.
So many different trades happening out right now, but no one in SHU has been getting close to B. Only though, we do see some of the defense coming out from that red team. They're just not able to get any more control. UNH already 2/3 of the way done. They only need to have a quadrant left in 30 seconds with so little lives left to be able to reign themselves at least 1-1 in this possibly last map of the series. So many different bodies in SHU falling. No respawns are left, and they might be able to bring it home, and they do. The first time this entire series, Cruz, an even tied round.
That was I really didn't think that was going to go that way. I thought SHU had a really good shot of holding on to that, and unfortunately for them, they just UNH was able to just push on in and get a really good last round, a last final hit there, as they were able to push in and stack the bodies on the hill, get 2 ticks, and really capture that last round. So we've seen 2 offensive wins here on Raid so far to start. Not something we're really too used to seeing, as defense usually stands strong on control. Gonna have to see how the rest of these matches go, but it might be the first team to be able to win a defense is able to win this game.
Hey, that very well could be a possibility here. No one's been able to win a defense so far. SHU's strategy, whittle down UNH's numbers and leave them to dry and bleed out. UNH's strategy, just capture the points.
Get the objective. That's what sometimes it's what it all comes down to, right? So 2 very different offensive strategies, as you stated earlier, and so far it's looking like, again, SHU going to try to come out hot, but they're going to be down in the lives early here. Only down 3-2, so lots of respawns left to play with, and it looks like we're going to see them start heading over towards this B site early. Not a split hit like we saw come out of them last time. It's going to be Relu over the top, trying to take some shots down, but it's Shadow coming in from behind, able to pick up 2 kills for himself, make that a 3rd now for the side of UNH, and Literally Foolish all by himself on the B hill. He gets cleaned up as well, and now it's going to be player number 7, Zenergy, with a lot of action coming towards him at A.
Oh, Zenergy is in such a risky spot. Of course, he's to be taken down by Egg. Egg is able to find a double one at that, but no. They're still struggling to capture A site. They're having a little bit more luck now. They're able to get the first third of all of A site, but even then, with possibly 47 seconds left, if they lose control of it, it's going to be up to UNH on the defensive with the elevation advantage, trying to surround the enemy and take them down. But Egg has just been an absolute turret on this site.
And he continues to try to just hold on to this. He's going to hop down, continue contesting this hill to get the tick in, and they're able to get A again. This is very similar to what we saw them do, and oh my god, Foolish off screen. Going to pick up a big 3-piece. It's all good. We get to see it in the kill feed. That might end up being the play of the round. We'll never know, but it's going to be Foolish once again, pushing on in on a 5 streak now, going to jump in through money, and he's going to continue on over towards this jungle side, trying to see if he can spot out any more of these UNH players, but unfortunately for him, some bad timing as he's going to get shot and cleaned up in the back as Zenergy picks up 2 kills, and they get back control of their base.
Look at Shadow from down below. He might be able to find someone up in stairs in the little penthouse, but no, he's not going to go for it. That's going to allow SHU to completely surround him, whether they know it or not. Shadow's able to get it from behind, but no, jumping down. Mancy's going to fall instead. And even then, no one's able to even get close on B, regardless if they're an attacker or defender. It seems like this might be in the control of SHU, but it's going to be up to Dr. Nair and others to make sure that fully goes into their favor and try to take back a lead.
Last round, they were able to pick up a round just off of kills simply alone, and right now they got a 3-kill lead. Make that a 2-kill lead now, and they're going to continue to try to jump on into this. If they can stack this hill, they can definitely start to make this tick go up very quickly. But it's going to be Shadow now, challenging from top window, and it's going to be Dr. Nair, who's going to be the player on the defensive, trying to stop them from pushing on into this point to stop them from getting the tick.
Dr. Nair, hiding in a corner right now, has a great opportunity, but maybe not. Shadow's going to take advantage of that and take down the little corner camper. Relu, though, hiding and proning on the ground, brings out the double trophy system. That's going to be a really big pain in the grenaders' butt, though, even though we've been seeing a lot of those grenades help clear out sites, that may not be as much of a possibility. Keep in mind, too, a double kill from BPR is going to clear away courtyard, but even then, so many trains happening back and forth to the point where there's only 25 seconds and no lives in the possession of SHU.
Yeah, they are on their final respawns here. Just as I was hyping up how good they were doing in this round, they drop a couple kills as UNH started to just really slay out. They evened that man count, and now they're up even more, leaving only 2 players left now for the side of SHU. And with only 7 seconds left, they barely even have enough time to hop onto this hill. Foolish might be able to touch it just before it runs out. He's going to be able to pick up one, but this is going to be such a tough situation to win. There he goes. He's going to fall, and UNH once again going to pick up another round. And there we go. We see a defensive win. This could be the game here.
SHU is looking so strong at the very beginning of this last round. They took control of A, and they almost got B too at one point, but they struggled to find any kind of map control yet again, especially in mid, and try to rotate through top window on the basketball court. They just couldn't do it. It was all up to this poolside push that they really relied on, but different people like Shadow and BRP made sure that wasn't a possibility.
And for the side of SHU, they were able to win that first offense. UNH Chargers said, hey, we see you an offensive win. We raise you one. Then Chargers are going to pick up the first defensive. So now it's really going to come down to if SHU can win this defense back and really even us back out once again to see if we can go to a final 5th and round. And it's really going to come down to if they can just stop this big push and stop the map control that UNH is able to get.
There's no trophy systems on A, it seems. BPR is able to find 2 already. There was still 1 in the window. They've assassinated as well. They're going to rely on the rest of their team, though, for UNH to take down everybody in the rotate. Relu's able to find 1, has control of Kitchen. They're just waiting around for A to get captured, and what do you know? It gets captured. It's only going to be B-side now, and keep in mind, Cruz, the stakes are high. If UNH can whittle down the numbers of SHU and or take B-side, well, the series is over. But if SHU can hold on just a little bit longer, they have a chance to bring this back and see map 4.
They absolutely do have a chance, but it's only going to be 1 player left for them now down towards this defensive side. That's going to be player number 2, Egg, by himself, able to pick up 1, but now the stack can come in. 2 guys going to hop onto this hill right away. It's going to be Relu taking some shots down on the Foolish here. Going to hop off the hill, but ticket number 1 going to get secured here now, and Relu going to be back on the point with his teammate here, helping him secure this point. It's going to get even faster because of 2 people being on in this hill. Relu going to turn back around, turns his attention a different way, able to pick up 1. Going to get spotted out by Dr. Nair, though, and fall as well. So SHU Esports able to hold on through this first wave. But we saw this the last time this team was on offense. UNH Chargers was able to get that first tick very quickly. And then after a couple pushes into this B push, they were able to finally get. So we'll see if they're able to do it again.
Already 1 quadrant of B-side under the control here, but it's going to be the rest of UNH just whittling away the numbers of SHU yet again. There's a 2-life differential now. Look at Mancy. He's prone on the ground. Shadows is trying to find it. He's able to secure the kill, and even then, you have to wonder if B-side's going to be in the control of one team or another. It's about halfway done. Egg tries to get close. He's not able to find the kill. It's in the control of UNH once again. Cruz, I'm nervous right now. This could be the end of the series right here. Progress is at B indeed. Thank you, game. Because SHU, 10 lives left. Need to bring it back, and they're unable to. That's going to be UNH bringing it home 3-0 tonight against SHU. Unfortunately, the streak continues for SHU, not able to find any of these series wins. UNH, though, comes home even bigger of a winner than they came in from.
And a fantastic control out of them there. They were able to pick up basically where they started off. They in this series, they lost that first round, but then 3 very clean rounds back to back to back by them as they were able to close that one out. Hopefully our next series tonight going to be a little bit closer than this one.
Hopefully everyone doesn't disconnect.
That is a very good hope as well. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, overall, SHU, hopefully they can learn and improve from this experience. UNH, they did a fantastic job at all 3 of the raids that we saw, and hopefully they can continue as well as they go up and up in the tournament here. But we'll be back in a few minutes with another amazing series for you guys. Don't go anywhere.